BCY has had a long-standing involvement here at King Edward's, chiefly through assemblies. What we've particularly liked is the way in which faith and issues of ethics and so on have been brought to students in a way which has often arrested them from the beginning, baffled them sometimes, got them talking about it afterwards, and just given a real relevance to faith.
Representatives, and Matt in particular, has come in and discussed the issues about commitment and what Christians believe. And it's been fantastic input. The students responded really well.
Well, I've been head teacher here for 14 years. During that time we've had the pleasure to work with a number of youth workers coming in to lead assemblies, to take part in our lessons, but I think probably most significantly to lead our Christian Union, which in the early days was called Lighthouse, but more recently has been our very successful Rock Solid.
Lots of involvement, and we've really welcomed BCY into the school. In more recent years, when we've had a curriculum enrichment week, BCY have come in and done some work with Year 9 pupils in particular on relationships.
The support for the school, for the children, because often the children who come to the club for Rock Solid are needy in their own way, but it means that they have someone else they can talk to, someone else who shares their beliefs with them, and it's just great to have you around the school when you come in.
Young people do actually have a desire for it. Organisations like BCY provide another aspect of what we do to encourage that spirituality.
I think that it's much easier for our youngsters to be able to identify with the youth workers that come along with BCY and share their faith and commitment with the children. And actually I think that's the most important thing that BCY does.
It's not like just kind of wheeling somebody in as an outside speaker into assembly. There's a kind of a more personal approach to the thing, and what that's meant, particularly in the last 2 years, is there have been conversations behind the scenes about how could we develop this next. And I think what that's done is it's brought an outside perspective and a kind of bravery to make us do things we wouldn't have done. So for example, Pray Space was a very good example of that.
For those that don't have a faith, to realise that, Christians aren't geeks or whatever, and that, a lot of what Christianity teaches makes sound sense.
Just a big thank you for all the support we've had over the years.
I was a county for 28 years, and I can honestly say the service we've had from BCY over the years has been brilliant.
I value the work of BCY enormously. It's had 21 very successful years, and I simply hope that the organisation can continue well into the future.
What I like about the work we do with BCY is it does keep challenging us intellectually and emotionally and spiritually, and it would be great to think that that's going to continue. In a really interesting way, I think something has happened through BCY to help us redefine who we are as a Church of England school.
We've hugely appreciated the work that BCY have done, not just in County Edinburgh but in the schools generally through the town. I'd also just like to congratulate them on the first 21 years and long may they last.
I think there's all kinds of interesting stuff waiting for us in the future.
Wow.